wouldn't rise to this type of bait. But seeing as the guy that said it is only in the position he is in because he was grinding on the boss's daughter. And a gentle reminder that you do not throw stones at an assassin with a machine gun.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons Delight. Let's talk about this promo with Will Ospreay, man. It was really more about Brian and his upcoming match with Bryan Danielson, which is going to bang, by the way, at Dynasty. Should be a match of the year candidate automatically before it even plays out. It's going to be fascinating, man. But Will Ospreay. So Will Ospreay is one of the major 3 free agents on that signed to AEW recently, along with Okada and Mercedes Moné, as you already know. And so Will Ospreay was in negotiations also with the WWE, right? And Triple H has sounded off on the guys who didn't sign with the WWE. I guess the guys that were also in negotiations with WWE before they signed to AEW. And he kind of sounded off on wrestlers who didn't sign with WWE because Triple H was thinking that it wasn't down to money, it came down to schedules. And, you know, AEW obviously has a little bit more of a tolerable schedule for wrestlers than the WWE does, where wrestlers are on the road most of the year. And, you know, AEW wrestlers don't have that much time. I mean, they have a lot more time to do other things during the week, you know, outside of just concentrating on pro wrestling, as far as doing shows. So Triple H was acting like Will Ospreay was lazy or something like that, you know, like he didn't want to do the grind. And so Will Ospreay had, you know, like I said, he was addressing Bryan Danielson afterwards, and he was talking to Renee Paquette on the stage, and, you know, with his back turned to the crowd, as I saw in the video. And Will Ospreay went in on Triple H. He talked about, the funniest thing he said this whole thing was how Triple H is in that position because he messed with the boss's daughter. You know what I mean? Stephanie McMahon. So, which is true. See, jokes like that have a good payoff when you know they're actually true. Like, that was actually true about Triple H. He did get in that position because he fucked the boss's daughter. And I couldn't stop rolling. See, that's why that Punk video that was released, I talked about that in a different video. Will Ospreay's promo would have been great. Like, that could have been the news coming out of this show, was what he said about Triple H instead of the CM Punk thing. The CM Punk overshadowed, to me, what Will Ospreay said. And that was a good promo that Will Ospreay cut. It was great. And, you know, it was true. Because I do think Triple H comes off sounding a little bit salty that those guys didn't sign with the WWE and sign with AEW. Now, I think it's true, though, what Triple H said, that there are some guys who have signed with AEW because of the schedules. We know this. Like, I don't think Will Ospreay's one of those guys, though. I think Will Ospreay truly looked at the roster, and that was the company that he wanted to sign. He got matches. He got guys that he wants to work with in that company more than the WWE. You know, I definitely don't think it came down to money because I think both companies could pay their stars. I think it truly came down to Will Ospreay wanted to compete in that locker room. I don't think it came down to the schedule. Because Will Ospreay, he's been traveling all over the world the last few years. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think the grind should be questioned for Will Ospreay, but maybe some other guys in the company, yeah. And so Triple H wasn't too off about that, but where it was false at was between him and Will Ospreay. That Will Ospreay was definitely not a lazy person, man. You can see it in his work ethic. That dude is far from lazy. But Triple H, you know, but he sounded salty though, and so that's what it came off as. And I'm glad Will Ospreay addressed it. See, now that was something to me that needed to be addressed, rather it was behind the scenes or in front of a camera on the show. Will Ospreay had a right to answer back. I think Tony Khan had a right to answer back to CM Punk, but I think in that situation, I'm not just saying this because the video ended up being a flop that they showed. I'm saying this because I think AEW should have ignored Punk, though. I think they should have just let that situation go. Because, I'm going to be honest, people started to forget about what Punk said earlier this week. Like, before that news came out that Tony Khan was going to respond back, people had slowly started to forget about what CM Punk was talking about with Ariel Helwani. People slowly started to forget about it. People were going to forget about it going into this week, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that was going to disappear. Like, you didn't even have to address it. You know what I mean? But he did. He paid the price, man. So, I'm just hoping AEW doesn't hurt too much from it. I don't think they will. I'm going to be honest. I don't think they will. I really don't. I don't think they're going to hurt from it. But there are people who was probably like 50-50 with AEW, probably won't give them a chance. But it is what it is. But this is a cool promo from Will Ospreay. He got everything that he got to get out of it. I've enjoyed Will Ospreay so far at AEW. I think he's going to deliver those high caliber matches. The dude is good. He reminds me of Jay White. Really good in the ring, really good on the mic. He has everything, man. It's just that these guys got to be booked a little better. But, hey, they got it all, man. So, that's enough for me, man. Give me your thoughts in the comment section on this whole thing. Give this video a like, share, subscribe. Let's get to this other stuff on AEW tonight. Thank y'all for watching. After News to Light.